Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we have a different kind of marine science video. As you guys know, I am currently pursuing my bachelor's degree in marine biology and sustainable aquaculture at Unity College. And yeah, it's been quite a journey so far. But today, this has nothing really to do with that. I just wanted to share with you guys my quite extensive, I consider it my marine biology book collection. Some of it is fiction, I will admit that, and some of it, yeah. Anyway, but let me tell you guys. First of all, this is going to be a part one video because this past weekend, I started the journey of trying to pull down all of my marine related or ocean related books from my mom's house. Not for this video, but for something else I'm currently pursuing, and I just am trying to read, get a little bit more knowledge in me just about ocean related things and swimming, and not just swimming, but scuba diving and stuff like that. There's a lot coming soon, so I'll get more into that later as it falls into place. But for the moment, anyway, so I started just thinking, you know what, I should just start pulling down books and start reading, anything that's marine biology related, because I really want to get the most out of the program that I'm in. Anyway, so the journey kind of started there. I pulled down all the books that I have that have to do with diving, ocean animals, particularly ocean animals, not really regular animals, but some of the books have both regular and marine animals in them. Anyway, so it ended up being a huge project. So yeah, and then I was going to bring them home, but then I have so many at my mom's house that I was like, oh, I can't bring these all home. So I decided to leave them there, and that I was going to pull out all of my marine related books that were here so that I could, just kind of start reading them. So I'm going to go through them, and I'm going to show you guys. This is part one. This is the part that I have at my house. And then I will film a part two the next time I go to my mom's house, just to show you guys. And again, these are kind of all ocean, mostly marine animals. Not even. There are a lot of different ocean, like ships, stuff like that. The ones that I know more about, I'll tell you about. A lot of these, honestly, I have not read all the way through. I've kind of bits and pieces of them. Some of them I don't even remember buying. Yeah, but a lot of them are newer too. And I'm gonna have some water here because I'm gonna need it for this reason right here, this cough. Okay, anyway, so on that note, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you guys all the books that I have here at my house. Hopefully this video won't be too long. I have a good stack here, though. Let me tell you, a few stacks. And then, obviously, I'm going to keep collecting more. So, okay, so this is the thing that started it all. I'm going to tell you right now. When I was 18, right after I graduated high school, I literally was like, I want to go to dental school. That's all I wanted to do with my whole life. And then life happened, and my friend actually took me to SeaWorld for the first time. And we went there because she loves animals and wanted to go to SeaWorld and San Diego Zoo. So we went to the San Diego Zoo and we went to SeaWorld. And that day at SeaWorld changed my life. And I mean that like, there was other things that were going on at the time too that kind of made dentistry impossible for me at that moment. Obviously, you guys know I've gotten back into it since then, but yeah, that was the aha moment where I was like, oh my God, I'm in love with the ocean. And that started the journey of scuba diving. It started the journey of SeaWorld. It started me off in marine biology, and it got me where I'm at. So this is the book right here that I purchased when I was at SeaWorld with my best friend at that time. And it started it all. This was Starting Your Career as a Marine Mammal Trainer. And yes, I kept this book because there's so much good information in here. I don't know that I want to be a trainer at SeaWorld anymore. Not to say that I don't want to train animals, because I think I do want, there's some stuff that I do want to do with animal training per se, but not in like the context that you guys think. So I can't really get into that yet. Whenever things kind of start flowing, then you'll understand. But there's a lot of things that are going to be happening within the next few years. So it's just a matter of my cat. She's so funny. Anyway, so this is the book that started off, this one and only. This is where I started, and it's so great. It has a lot of information. It has a lot of basics. It has schools and lists of zoos and aquariums. So this, again, this started it all for me. This next book is going to be the one that started a lot of people on marine biology, and this was based off of, well, he wrote the book and then they made a series based off of it. Dinah, not right now, baby. Okay. This is The Silent World by Jacques Cousteau. There you go. It doesn't have the cover on it anymore. I'm pretty sure the cover was part of a fire, but I don't really know. Huh. There's all these little, like, hole things in here. What the heck? All right, well, I have no idea what they are, but that's interesting. Okay. Anyway, so this is The Silent World by Jacques Cousteau. It's very well known because obviously it was one of, you know, the grandmasters in marine biology. So I do have this. I have not read it yet. I think I started it, or I wanted to start it, and I don't think I made it very far. School takes a lot of time and effort, and that's why I'm like, I have to do this, because I have to start enjoying my books. Otherwise, I'm never going to make it through all these. Another one I got, and I actually got this at a discount store. This one's a recent purchase. It's God Forsaken Sea, the true story of a race through the world's most dangerous waters. I love these kinds of books, let me tell you. Anything that has to do with like sailing and being on the sea, and like maps and journeys and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, it just takes me to like another land. So there you go. That's that one. I think, yeah. I'll tell you guys at the end what I think I'm gonna do. Next, I have Diving Science. I told you guys I am very into diving. I was like determined that I was gonna own a dive shop, and I'm still kind of determined that I'm gonna own a dive shop. I already know how I'm gonna do it and what I'm gonna do and the other things that are gonna be related to it. It makes me so excited to think about it, and I'm finally getting to that point where I'm starting to have all of that stuff manifest. So here we go. But anyways, this is everything that has to do with diving in a book. Very equivalent to another Patty book that I'm going to show you guys in a minute. But it gets into such detail that like it's just a fantastic book. I haven't read it page for page. I have went through and read certain things though. Okay, the next is Oceana, and it is our endangered oceans and what we can do to save them. And again, this one is about saving the oceans. This one has lots of pictures, and it talks about overfishing and the climate change and sustainability, all kinds of drift nets, all kinds of different things, you know what I mean? And it has gorgeous pictures. Look at these pictures. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's that one. I haven't read this one very much at all, and I bought it a long time ago, so I don't really remember. Now this is my Honey Boo Boo Bible. I've read this all the way through. It is fantastic. It has a ton of information. If you are into diving and you're going for, I believe they still have you do this too, for the Patty Dive Master, this is the book that you're going to be reading. It does have a workbook that comes with it. I think this used to be, I think it's online now, but I'm not really sure. I haven't really done much with Patty. But yes, I love this book. It breaks down everything for you. And it's a lot of really thick information though, so you need to be ready. The next thing I have is my NAUI Scuba Diver book. You guys will know that I have my Patty certification. and my SSI certification, and I also have a NAUI certification. So this is, again, the beginning Bible for NAUI. I've only done the basic NAUI class. I do think I might be taking it again quite soon because I want the NAUI instructor certification, I think. But we'll see. But anyway, that's pretty basic, right? The next book that I have is a big, fluffy, nice, big book. And it is Blue Hope. And it is by Sylvia Earle. This lady is like, they call her deepness. And for obvious reasons, she's gone beyond any other woman down in the big blue. And I would love to meet her someday. She's, yeah, love it. I don't know what else to say about it other than, I mean, I haven't read it yet, but the pictures, oh my God, the pictures. Look at these pictures, guys. Absolutely gorgeous. And I can't say enough good things about her. She's amazing. Like, the things that she does, like, oh, it puts me in awe, you know? Okay, anyway. So that's that one. And then I also have, I need more by her. How crazy. Okay, this one is by the creators of My Octopus Teacher, and it is Underwater Wild. And yes, that is the beautiful octopus from My Octopus Teacher. Netflix, fantastic documentary. Made me cry my eyeballs out at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Everybody had fallen asleep that was watching it with me, and I stayed up and was like glued to the TV, and I was bawling my eyes out. So good, fantastic. You need to watch it. I love octopus, so there you go. But the pictures in here, you guys, this has a whole story. Okay, that was like a not great picture to show, but like, look at gorgeous photography. Oh my God, fantastic. Yes. I really, really, really need to get reading all these things. See, this is why I pulled these all out. The next one is, this is a child's book, I believe. It's called Dark Waters. This one, I don't really know. I don't really know what it's about, but I know that it has something to do with something in the water. Again, it's a kid's book, so my assumption is there's some type of creature that's in the water. I don't know what, though. Oh, you know what? It might be a shark, because look at, can you kind of see, like, I bet you it's a shark under the ice. But I can't really tell. I'm like 90% sure it is a shark. I don't know, but the back literally says this. Cole McCann becomes a local hero in his small Scottish town when he saves a boy from drowning, but he is haunted by what lies in the dark waters. My guess is that's what it is. Anyway, sounds interesting. It already got my attention. I think I need to read that soon. Okay, the next is a mermaid book. If you guys don't know, I'm a big mermaid fan. I want to say they're real, but you know, I mean, they could be. Only 5% of the world's oceans have been explored to some extent, but you never know. So this is The Tale of Emily Windsnap. Again, cute child's book. Such a sweet little story. I read it whenever I first got it, and I want to read it again because I never read the other books that are after it. And it is now a series, so I need to read that. This is a child's classic book. I have not read this one. I bought it a while ago, though. A long time ago, like whenever I was younger. This is The Water Babies. It is about like exactly what it says it is. It's like a whole magical world that's all underwater. It's great. Yeah, I'm excited about that one. That one's ocean related too, I believe. Yeah. The next one I have is The Moon by Whale Light. This is a story, and they do different stories on, I'm trying to think of what it is. It's like whales, penguins, it says on the front. That's penguins, crocodiles, and whales. Yeah, yeah. It's a nonfiction book. I don't know what else to tell you guys because I haven't really read it. All I know is it's supposed to be about whales, so that was why I picked it up. But I really need to read some of these. Okay, I'm going to read all of them, but we'll go over that in the end. Okay, next is Great Writers on Diving, and this is Downtime. This is scuba, pretty much, little personal stories that people write. And they put them all together, and it's all about diving and people's great experiences diving. I can't, you guys. Ugh, I love these things. Okay, I really love books, so I love reading. I just never have time to do it, so that's my changing my mind here. Minding Animals. So this one is about animals and the way that they think, and it's pretty much just an understanding of, or like what we understand of like communicating with animals and how they think, their consciousness, stuff like that. And it's something that I think everybody kind of needs to read to some extent, because honestly, we're all a little bit of animal. It's a very thick book. I haven't, not thick, but like the information in it is pretty intense. I've kind of skipped around in it, but I haven't really read the whole thing. But I have read a little bit of it, and it was really interesting whenever I did. The next one is a fiction book, but it is a classic, and it is Moby Dick. Oh my God, if you guys are into water and ocean, this book, I know it's a long read, and a lot of people don't like the long read books. This one is particularly thick because it's bigger worded, so it's supposed to make it a little bit more easy to get through. I don't know. I've read Moby Dick. I read it kind of like over a few years kind of thing, where I started it and stopped and started it and stopped. And then I was like, I wish I had read it all at once, because it is so entailed with like detail, and I love that about the book. So I do want to read it again. I read it again, I think, right whenever I first started really getting into marine biology and all that kind of stuff. The next one that I'm going to show you guys is Wild Animals of North America. It's from National Geographic. It's a very old book, at least mine is, but it's really cool. It has all these different animals that are in North America, and it does have a ocean section. And it's funny because I had this whenever I was young, and I never like truly appreciated it, I guess, until I got older, and then I saw it and was like, oh my God, I'm so glad that I kept this book. So there you go. I know that one's an oddball of the group here. Next is Life on the Rocks, and it's Building Future for Coral Reefs. My cat did get a hold of it, so it's a little scratched up over here. Okay, so I really want her other book, which is Spineless, and that one's about jellyfish. But this one is really cool, and it's all about, I mean, obviously it's about coral reefs, but it's kind of how, what we can do as well to help change them. And it's a lot of the author's personal experience with coral reefs in different areas. So like she talks about, it's kind of different areas. I don't know how else to tell you. Yeah, see, it's like different Florida, Swahili, Bali, Dominican Republic, Australia, like and it's different, like her experiences with different coral reefs. I honestly haven't read it yet. I just picked this one up not that long ago, and because I'm very into coral reefs, so yeah, that's where we're going with that. Next is my SSI Open Water Diver Manual. This is the one and only. I can never get rid of this. I've studied the crap out of it about a bazillion times. Because SSI, this was my original scuba diving manual whenever I first started diving and fell in love, and the rest is history. But I love this thing. But I pulled it here because I'm doing some diving things that are going to be coming up soon. So the next one is To Kill a Kingdom. This one is an octopus. Obviously, it's like a Little Mermaid retelling kind of thing, but with an octopus more so. Yeah. Yeah. I actually saw somebody talk about this whenever they were talking about ocean related books, and I went and grabbed it because I thought that was a really cool concept. So another kind of fiction book is Shark in a Time of Saviors. So this one is kind of about like a local legend. It's a fiction book, obviously, and this girl's, you have to kind of read it. I'm not going to go over all the details of it because I have not read the whole entire thing. I've only read a few chapters in it, and then I stopped because I got busy, and I really need to go back and read it because I really want to read it. Obviously, anything that's ocean related, I really just want to get through, which is going to happen because that's the point of this, right? The next one I have is The Soul of an Octopus. I've heard this is a fantastic book. I haven't read it yet. I know it's an award winner, a National Book Award. There you go. And I've just heard marvelous things about it. It has some beautiful pictures on the inside. I've seen quite a few people recommend this book. Look at, gorgeous, right? Yeah, so I'm really excited to read this one. The next one is, this book brings back memories and like makes me sad and makes me happy all at the same time. This is Boys on the Boat, or The Boys in the Boat. It's the 9 Americans and their epic quest for gold at the 1936 Berlin Olympics. It has to do with being on the water, and they do a lot of training and all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's exactly what this says right here. But I got this book because I was actually supposed to go to the Maritime Academy in Vallejo. I had gotten accepted and everything, and then I ended up having to move to LA to be with my son, and well, okay, not to be with my son, so that my son could be with his dad. So I gave that up. So, but this was like our summer reading, and I was so excited to go there. And so this just brings back happy memories and sad memories and memories of I'm going to do something motivating. You know what I mean? It's that kind of a book for me. And I read it back, I mean, that was like 7 years ago. So it's an amazing book if you feel like reading it, and go for it. I mean, it's all about being on the water and exactly what I was going into. And then like, anyway, next up is an author that nobody ever brings up. It's fiction. He does, however, know so much about the ocean, and I mean, he knows about the author himself. Like, anyways, this is a Clive Cussler book. I do own a lot of Clive Cussler books, but they're all ocean related and like finding treasure on the bottom of the ocean, but they're very marine correct, if that makes sense. So I have a lot of his books. I don't have all of them. I need all of them. I want to read them all. They're fantastic. They're page turners. I can't say enough good things. I picked this one up for $1 at a local used bookstore, and that's one that I don't have, obviously, but at my mom's house I probably have like close to 30 books that are his. So the next is The Octopus and an Orangutan, New Tales of Animals, Intrigue, Intelligence, and Ingenuity. Yeah, it's just basically a book about animal intelligence. That's pretty much what it is. yeah. I was kind of browsing through it. I have not read that book yet, so. This one looks like the most adorable book I've ever seen. Okay. This is A Whale of the Wild, and it is a child's, obviously, fiction book. You can see how easy the reading is, but look at the illustrations. Like, that's amazing. I love killer whales. I love whales in general. They are obviously, killer whales are the thing that got me into marine biology. And since then, I've kind of fallen in love with other ocean animals. But yeah, this one I haven't read yet. I did pick it up. I saw another, somebody, I can't remember, had said something about it. And I was like, oh, I don't care that it's fiction. I just want to read it. This one, next one, is also fiction, but obviously it is, man, if you are a marine biology person and you like sharks, you probably love this movie, Jaws. I love the movie. I know people hate on it and they're like, sharks aren't like that. I know, but guess what? I still love the movie. I don't know what to tell you guys. So this is the book for it. Next, I have Beneath the Surface. This is about like blackfish, that kind of thing. It says right here, Killer Whales, SeaWorld, and the Truth Beyond Blackfish. It's former SeaWorld orca trainer from SeaWorld, John Hargrove, wrote it, and I don't know. I'm not going to say too much on this right this moment because I feel like that is a whole, you know, it's a whole video in itself topic. I know. I don't even know that I even want to get into it on a video because I feel like I'm kind of impartial. I see where the idea comes from having, I see the benefits of having animals in captivity, and I see the cons as well, but I think there's a way that you could go about it. And as somebody who has worked at SeaWorld, I will tell you, I mean, I don't know about the big wigs that are out there. I haven't met any of them too much, but like the general employees like you and I mean, I worked as a diver, but like I've met the animal trainers, and they truly, 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 truly love the animals. So I don't understand how people are like, oh, they're so mistreated. You know what? Yes and no. Yeah. I mean, yes, because their enclosures are small. Granted, they've taught us a lot as well, just about how we can help them in the wild. So it's a very controversial subject, and yeah, again, it's one of those things where, but I do read both sides. I do see both sides, and I see everything for what it is, in my opinion. So that's that. I'm not really going to get too much into it. Okay, this one is In the Heart of the Sea, The Tragedy of Whale Ship Essex. And again, this is about a boat. I have no idea what happens to it. Oh, it's a whaling kind of thing. Yeah. It's funny because it's about Nantucket, which is where Moby Dick takes place. And I think this one has to do with similar kind of thing as Moby Dick. But I don't know if it's like an actual thing that happened. I don't know. I haven't read that much into it. This one I'm very mad because I only have book 2. I don't know where book 1 or book 3 is at, but I need them now. I think I have them at my mom's house, but I'm really not sure. This is Dark Fathom. The ocean separates the worlds. A sleeping danger brings them face to face. Yeah. I need the other too, obviously. Yeah. But it does have to do with scuba diving, so that's why I have it in my collection. This is A Wake of Madness. It is the hazard, yeah. Oh, the murderous voyage of the whale ship Sharon. Wow, wow, wow. I don't really know what this one is about either. This one I bought a long time ago, and I'm pretty sure I bought it at like a super cheap price. I bought a lot of ocean books because, or just anything that had to do with the water, because I'm very into like sailing, scuba, obviously, marine biology, anything that has to do with the water. The next one, I just purchased this one and I haven't obviously not read it yet, but I'm so excited. This is Future Sea, How to Rescue and Protect the World's Oceans. So excited to read this one. Next one is Sea Change. My mom got me this one for Easter, so this one is relatively new as well. It is a fiction book. It's about this girl who picks up a part-time job in an aquarium and becomes best friends with an octopus while she's going through her own personal changes and how this little creature helps change her. The next is Killers of the Sea, the dangerous creatures that threaten man in an alien environment. I just thought this was a funny title, and I was like, you know what, I really need to pick up this book. It was obviously, it was $3. It was at some local, again, used bookstore. It says, for the sailor, swimmer, diver, fisherman, and armchair naturalist, here are fascinating yarns and useful facts about dangerous creatures to be found in the waters of the world. Let's see, do they have attacking? Wow, they have a dolphin. Okay, that's probably... Ooh, it talks about red tides. Okay. Sea urchins. Ooh. Dogfish. Ooh. Stonefish. That's probably rockfish, no? Oh, look. Oh, they're talking. Oh, my God. Oh, they talk so bad about the octopus. Come on, guys. Oh, my God. I'm kind of excited to read this book just for the mere fact that, like, people are going to hate, man. Seriously? That's so crazy. Wow. Look at this first picture, guys. All right. Well, that seems like an interesting book. I feel like that's going to be quite entertaining, especially because I know all the busted theories. The next is The Year of the Seal. This kind of goes through the life of a seal within a year, I believe, right? Yeah. It goes January, February to November. Yep. Yeah, see the life cycle. There you go. I don't know, it just seemed like a really interesting book, and obviously if it's ocean related, I'm gonna pick it up. This one, I have no idea if this is actually ocean related or not. I just thought it looked like a really cool book, and then whenever I read the back, I was like, I don't know if this is ocean related or not. This is the Raw Shark Texts, and it's very broad on like what it's about. Yeah, I don't know, we'll have to read it and see how we feel about that. And the last book that I'm going to show you guys, this one is also a kid's book, but I found it in the adults nonfiction section where all the ocean books are, because that's where I always go when I go to Barnes & Noble first. But this is Ocean Anatomy, and I am currently reading this one. And it is very easy. It's just like a kid's book. It has super gorgeous, cute illustrations. It's very basic, easy to read, fun to read. And that's where I'm at, obviously. And then, yeah, like, look. You just pick it up and look at the cute pictures. It says Life's a Beach. They talk about the different sand. It just kind of, look at this kelp forest picture. So cute. It's one of those ones that you just pick up and you can just read whenever you want to, or like you can read it, you know, all the way through. That's what I'm kind of doing. I'm over here on page 47. It's just talking about rays, and it's very interesting. It's just a cute little, you know, book to just kind of rummage through pretty much. You don't have to read it all the way through like me, but I'm reading it all the way through because I think it's really cool and fascinating. Anyway, that is that. And that is it for my collection that is here at home. Sorry, that's a good 35 minutes of video. A lot of these, I didn't even know exactly what they're about because I haven't read them in so long. Or looked at them or picked them up. Or some of them I just grab. But yeah. So, obviously, I have a lot of reading to do, guys. And I want to finish the Ocean Anatomy one. I think this is going to be my starting point, but there's a lot of things that are going to be happening rather quickly in the next couple years. So, that being said, so I think what I'm actually going to do, because I want to read through a bunch of these, like now, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do for you guys individual book reviews, because I think that would be a lot of fun and entertaining. Did you guys see my Nemo and Dory, and then my little anemone thing, and then over here we have my whale, and then over here I have my octopus pillow. He's so cute. Yeah. Anyway, so I think what I'll do is I'll do individual book reviews as I read through them. No guarantees on the timeline on that because literally I have so many things going on right now in my life. But my goal is to start reading a lot for future endeavors. We will see how well that works. I'm not really sure. Or if it works. You know, it is what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go, and then I'm gonna clean up this mess, and then I'm going to figure out what to do with the rest of my night. I might just go to sleep because I'm tired, but I will talk to you guys soon. Did you guys see my National Geographic sweater? It's an anemone and I love it. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna start with this Ocean Anatomy book, and then I will get back to you guys on obviously the part 2 for this, and then I'm going to start reading the books because it's time to read them all, and I'm super excited. I put a heating pad on the cat. He didn't like that very much. Dude, these little warmer things last forever. Crazy. All right. Well, that is it for tonight. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.